If you're going to think outside the box, that means you have to acknowledge that you believe there is a box. And I don't. I do things a little differently around here, and I want to encourage you that you can too. You can think a little differently, approach things a little differently, do things for pennies on the dollar, use your elbow grease and sweat of your brow, and make some stuff happen on your project like I'm doing here on this 70 Dodge Challenger. Stick around. I'm Mike, and you are watching My Car Shop. We've been working on the front suspension here on the Stitches Challenger for quite a while now, and we're getting close to the end of this part of the project. I did get my strut rod bushing, so we need to get our strut rods cleaned up and installed with the bushings, and we've got to go through and install our torsion bars. And to that end, I'm going to show you a neat trick that you can make your own torsion bar installing tool. So I'm going to go get what I need for that. It's in my scrap pile out back, and it'll take me a bit, but you won't know the difference. I'll be right back, and we'll show you what you can use to install torsion bars on these Mopars. That was a job of work. I didn't realize the vines had grown up so bad, but this is what we need to install torsion bars. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the torsion bar from here to here, jack the car up higher, and I'm going to ride the bike really, never mind. You'll see. Getting a little closer. Are some of you hitting what I'm pitching? No, it's not that either. Now are you hitting what I'm pitching? If you're not, stick around. We'll show you. Don't fast forward. Stop. Let me show you how to install the strut rods first. Then we'll get to putting the torsion bars in. And I got to make a handle for this to make my life a little easier. So we'll probably get that done too. So I'll be back. Okay, this isn't the handle I was thinking of. I had a wooden one that is exactly like this one, but I'm afraid that it's going to be too not big enough around. So we'll do something different later. For now, this is going to work. So we're going to set this aside until we get to the torsion bars. We got a job of work to do here yet, but let's get our strut rods checked, make sure they fit good, and get those put in the car. Okay, so I had one sleeve out of a K-frame that I had out back in the junk pile. There's sleeves that go inside these bushings. I don't think these were in there when I got the car. They're not anywhere. So anyway, I have 5 or 6 K-frames. I dug around. I found a K-frame that had some chopped off out of a junk car. I did get another sleeve, so I need to get these cleaned up because these sleeves go inside of the bushings before they go on here. So they go between the bushings like this in there, so they just kind of hold everything center so there's not too much slop. So anyway, I want to get this one cleaned up. It's a bit on the rusty side, but it'll do the job. And main thing on these is they keep the arm from doing this. There's no rotary motion, and really there's no motion with this, but I still want to clean this up a little bit. It's pretty rusty. So anyway, I'm going to get the other one out of that while I'm at it, but I'll do that later. I want to keep moving forward on the project. That was another 45 minutes down the toilet. So we're going to poke our strut rod up in there like so. Make sure it's coming through where it needs to be. And I've already loosened my lower control arm to get it around in here. Get it in there. Okay, there we go. Then we can push that back in. There we go. And yep, we're through here. And we're looking good there. So let me show you what it looks like here. So there's the bushing poking through with the sleeve right there on the inside. I put the bushing with the protrusion on the inside so that everything lines up and is copacetic, and nothing is so pathetic. And then, of course, we are looking good here. That goes there, and then it goes through the bottom of the arm here. And back here, we just need to put our nut on it right in here. So let's get that going. And once this is tightened down here, then we can get the nut on the front and then tighten everything up. So we're getting close. Okay, I just drove our torsion bar adjuster arm back around. The lower control arm is tight now. So that's good. Everything's looking good there. It does look like the control arm maybe walked back just a little teeny bit, but I'm not too worried about that. When we put the torsion bar in, that should push it back up in place. So yeah, the strut rod is in, everything is tight, and it looks good. So let's spin this back. So, okay, but this is tight. No, that's good. Yeah, this is loose because the tie rod is loose here, so I'm missing my nuts on there. So that's good. Now the next step will be putting the torsion bar in, and the torsion bars are not painted and cleaned yet. So I need to get that done, and that probably, I'll do that yet tonight. Then they can dry overnight, and tomorrow we can stick those in, and we'll just pick this episode right up from there. So I just wanted to talk about the torsion bar just a little bit. Let me grab one here, even though I have another one somewhere around that I'm cleaning. These are marked on the ends right and left. So right is the passenger side. This is the right one. Left is the driver's side. As far as which end goes in first, it doesn't really matter because they're indexed, if you will, to twist a certain way, and no matter which way you put them in, they're going to twist that way. So it's like a piece of threaded rod. You can put the nut on one end, take it off, put the nut on the other end, and it still spins on. So no matter which way that goes in there, it's fine. So some of them apparently have arrows on them. I've never seen one like that. But that's kind of the way they work. So, obviously if there's something marked, then you want to put it in with the arrow forward, which means that the arrow is pointing towards the control arm. But I've never seen one like that. But they are marked right and left, and that means that they're indexed to take the spring load a certain way. So you don't want to put a left on a right and a right on a left, or you will break that bar, and it won't function properly anyway. So, all right, yeah. Get those cleaned up and painted, let them dry, and then I'm going to knock off for the night, and we'll be back just like. All right, it's the next day, and all the paint is dry on everything, so we're going to get the torsion bar in on the passenger side, and then flip this up and get the entire strut rod assembly and everything put in on the driver's side. So let's get my Wheaties out here, give her a spin. It's getting heavier and it's getting heavier is what I'm trying to say. Let's try it this way, which means I probably should recenter this. Well, we're so close to getting it off, I guess I'm not going to worry about it, but maybe it's just me. Give me a second. I think the number of times we do that needs to be greatly decreased. Oh, I don't have any. Forgot I don't have the boots for this. Let's see what my boots look like. Those look horrible. That one ain't bad. All right, I'll have to find one more for the other side when we get there. But for now, okay, so I'm going to put it in this way. I hope. We must have debris in our holes. Can't imagine that after all this time of sitting and everything we've done to it. Okay. Well, it is what it is. All right, there we go. I sure hope I grabbed the right one. Okay, let's get you a little closer so you can see what we're doing. And then we got to get our tool that I made. Okay, I got my tool mounted on here. I think you can see that, yeah. And now we're just got to get this up in position. And lined up in the thing. I got to get my hammer. Because if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. Okay. Okay, I can't see. I got to get a light, but all we got to do now is just kind of tweak this just a little bit to get that hex to line up, and she'll go right in. So I just got a pipe wrench on the hex. Let's tap in a little bit. We'll tap our tool. There she goes. I'll show you how she's going in now. I don't think my tool's slipping, so we're okay. We got to go just a little bit more. Don't think we're quite to the groove yet. Nope, we're not quite to the groove yet. There's a groove in here where the snap ring goes. Okay, there she goes. I heard her bottom. And I think our snap ring groove is exposed. Let's just... Yep, 100% she's bottomed out. So hopefully we're in good shape now. Let's find out. No, I don't have the torsion bar adjuster in here yet. So this moves up and down nicely though. Looks good. I'm going to put my little rubber baby buggy bumper back in there again, just to kind of hold things in place. And we'll take our tool back off. And I was just telling my buddy John last night, I don't remember what I did with the snap rings for the torsion bars. I put them someplace safe where I wouldn't lose them. Where that is, I have no idea. That was only 3 years ago. I gotta find them. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Everything is together. Everything is tight. I'm not putting the torsion bar adjuster bolt in yet because it won't allow me to put these in there if I do because of our height. I want to keep these up higher for now, so I'm leaving that like that. And I was looking at my adjustment here, and I cannot, in order to make this less bottom heavy, I got to bring this up more. It's up as high as it's going to go. So it's just the way it's going to be for a while. The car is not out of balance. It's just bottom heavy when you're trying to spin it up. So that would only be a problem if we were going all the way up over, and we don't do that anyway. So yeah, this is just the nature of it right now. Trying to get this done. And of course, we still have a bunch of fab work to do back here. So we're going to need to be spinning this around for a while, but it is what it is. Looking at this one also, yes, we're the same way. So there's really not much we can do to get our center any better at this point. So said, it'll be what it is. No big deal. I just have to grunt a little to get it to spin up on its side now. So que sera and all that stuff. Yeah, if these were higher up here, that would help. But it hasn't been a problem till now, and it's just because of the several hundred pounds of front suspension. So, okay, I think we're done on this side, so I'm going to go ahead and put the other side together now, and everything should be painted, so it should go pretty quick. It should. I believe that almost is the front end buttoned up. I'm missing one caliper bolt for the driver's side and 2 tie rod boots. I found another tie rod boot. This side is all buttoned up. The keys are in. The caliper's obviously on all right. So everything on this side is done. The strut rod is in. The torsion bar is in. I still haven't found my torsion bar clips. I put them someplace where I wouldn't lose them. And so we just got to figure out where they are. I remember putting them together. I feel like I hung them on something. But I've been searching and searching and searching, trying to find those caliper bolts. It's frustrating as all get out, but I found all kinds of other stuff, so that's cool. It's not stuff I need for this project, but for other projects I'm doing. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for hanging out. I'll give you a walk around video on this on the outro so you can see everything all together. Turned out really good. We still got to get a caliper for that side. I'm not worried about that right now, but I do want to get the caliper mount bolt in because that would be something that would be very easy to forget. Also, the torsion bar clips, we will find those. So keep reminding me about that stuff if you would. I'd appreciate it. We will catch you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe. Tell others about the channel. This is about DIY, about hanging out, spending the day. It's a real world view of what it takes to DIY a car like this back together again, fabricating, doing it all ourselves here at My Car Shop. All right, that'll do it. We'll catch you on the next one. And don't forget, Kitty and I want you to know. Wrong!